A homicide in a hotel room. A woman was found dead, while a man was seriously injured and comatose. The door inside the room was bolted, and both the windows and ventilation ducts were completely sealed. With only the two victims at the scene, how did the perpetrator escape? There might be only two possibilities. Either the man murdered the woman and then posed as a victim, or the killer had laid in wait beforehand. However, the police were more inclined to believe the man was staging the incident, promptly activating the surveillance protocol. To prove his innocence, the man sought out a litigation master with a 20-year undefeated streak. The lawyer informed him that the police had found an eyewitness 3 hours prior, and were likely to make an arrest soon. To clear his name, he must confess fully. Aware of the critical situation, the man detailed the entire incident. It turned out that someone had blackmailed them that day with exposing their privacy, forcing them to bring 1 million yuan to the hotel for a meeting. But upon arrival, the blackmailer didn't appear. Instead, a message was sent from the girlfriend's phone. "I will reveal the truth." As they stood up to leave, they were ambushed. When Ed regained consciousness, the police were rushing into his room, but the lawyer doubted this account. The police forensic report confirmed no traces of a third party at the scene, yet the murder weapon conclusively bore Ed's fingerprints. Ed hurriedly pleaded he was framed, but evaded direct questions until the lawyer showed him a newspaper featuring a missing person case. At that moment, Ed had an epiphany. He had indeed committed a homicide, but the victim was not his girlfriend, but a young man who had gone missing 3 months earlier. Note, this is Ed's personal narrative, and the content may not reflect the truth. A few days ago, while driving on a desolate highway, Ed candidly admitted he wanted to end their relationship. Laura cherished their time together and refused to terminate the secret affair. As they drove, an oncoming car appeared, and a moose suddenly dashed out. Ed swerved to avoid it but collided with the oncoming vehicle. Shaken, they got out to check and found the man in the opposite car was lifeless. Ed's instinct was to call the police, but Laura stopped him, fearing their relationship would be exposed. Ed had been a CEO of a tech firm, and Laura was a rising star in photography. Although both had families, they often used business trips as excuses to secretly meet at a mountain villa every week. Thus, the case would severely damage both their reputations. Laura argued there were no witnesses or surveillance at the crash site, insisting they should flee immediately. But upon returning to their car, they found the engine wouldn't start. Just then, Laura saw another vehicle approaching. She made a split-second decision: handle the body, pose as the car's owner, and fabricate a scene where a boy had collided with Ed. The passing driver indeed stopped and asked if they needed help. Laura calmly replied, "We're fine. No one's hurt, and we'll sort it out soon." Just then, a phone rang in the boy's car. Laura acted quickly. She stealthily cut the call, then pretended to be on the phone. But as she leaned over, she noticed blood seeping from the car door seam, and hurriedly blocked it with her body. What was their conspiracy?